Hi, welcome to my channel. Today's video is going to be a K-pop opinions video because I have a lot to say on recent pop topics. 1. Jennie is unprofessional. So first off, let's talk about Jennie, who recently had a viral clip of her just stop dancing mid-performance to apparently fix her mic. Technical problems happen, sure, but that's no excuse to completely kill the flow of a live stage. Jennie is a veteran idol who's been on stage for almost a decade. BLACKPINK's choreography isn't overly demanding. She could have easily adjusted the mic with one hand while continuing the dance with the other. K-pop idols are literally trained how to handle small tech issues like this on stage. I've seen rookie idols go through similar issues with their in-ears not working or their mic slipping and they still power through. And my thing is, why is it always Jennie in the middle of some lazy dancing controversy? It's rarely any of the other members. People wouldn't be so hard on her if she didn't have a track record of giving half-ass performances. Blink's defending her relentlessly, refusing to acknowledge that she could be more professional doesn't make it any better. If a Twice member did this, Blink's would be having a field day. But because Jennie is seen as this untouchable queen, fans dismiss criticism as haters being nitpicky. When people are not asking for perfection, we just want Jennie to show up, put in the work, and give fans their money's worth. That's basic professionalism. 2. Eyekons Are Insufferable, and Cat's Eye is barely even over 1 year old. People are making wild assumptions based on vibes and body language like it's a psychic reading. 1 minute it's Daniela and Manon are beefing because Manon archived 2 random pics. Next it's Daniela's a mean girl. Cat's Eye dislikes or bullies Manon. Cat's Eye purposely ignores Sophia. And now it's Manon wants to leave the group. All this based off what? A few facial expressions during a live? A slightly awkward moment in an interview? People are pulling conspiracy theories out of their ass and acting like it's canon all because they watched one Netflix documentary and decided they know these girls personally, when in reality, you do not know these girls. What's frustrating is that Manon herself has never once said she wants to leave Cat's Eye, and I hate how some Manon solo stans are using Hybeck Sefin mistreating Manon as a way to push their solo fantasies when, in fact, she's said the opposite. She's talked about how proud she is to be in the group and how grateful she is for the experience. But instead of trusting her actual words, fans are trying to turn her into the solo victim of the group like this is Fifth Harmony 2.0. It's like some of y'all want a dramatic breakup so you can play out this fake narrative where Manon is the talented outcast escaping her evil groupmates. This behavior isn't defending your bias, it's projecting your own delusions onto real people. And if this continues, it's going to damage the group before they even get a chance to really grow. Parasocial fandoms like this don't help idols. At the end of the day, the best thing fans can do is support Cat's Eye without trying to turn it into some fanfiction drama. Let these girls live. Not everything is a scandal and not every moment needs to be dissected. 3. The BLACKPINK versus Twice argument when it comes to stage presence doesn't make sense. Now that both groups are actively on tour, the comparisons are as strong as ever of which group are better performers when the truth is both are mid. BLACKPINK lacks synchronization, energy, the want to be there, etc. Even Lisa, who's their best performer, regressed when it comes to their deadline tour concerts. She's not as powerful as she once was during the Born Pink tour. Rosé often looks annoyed, like she wished to be anywhere else and messes up the most simple choreography. Jisoo was never a strong performer to begin with. And Jennie is self-explanatory. Out of breath 5 seconds into performing, looking disinterested until it's time for her solo performance, no energy and offbeat while dancing or just not doing choreography at all. Twice, on the other hand, they're good when it comes to synchronization, but I'm not about to give them brownie points for doing the bare minimum when it comes to being an idol. Jihyo, Momo, and Nayeon carry their performances and are the only ones who don't always look blank and lifeless on stage. Sana have her moments here and there, but the other 5 noticeably lack stage presence and constantly get criticized for it too. They might have a little more energy compared to BLACKPINK, but they're still so unengaged on stage that doesn't even make a difference. And again, that's the bare minimum. And I don't get why onces have gotten so cocky when it comes to comparing them with BLACKPINK when if Twice were truly great performers y'all wouldn't have to be comparing them to BLACKPINK of all groups in the first place. I've watched multiple videos from both groups' newest tours and the fans are pretty much arguing over which group is the least mid. Both groups have that member that carries and consistently do well while the majority falls flat. If Twice was that good, majority of their members wouldn't get criticized for their stage performances. During Chui's solo, she got flack for looking bored during her solo stages, and Mina gets hate for looking blank. I mean, her biggest moment is her twerking to 7 Rings because fans know that's the most they're ever going to see from her again. And I could be wrong, but I've never seen Jonghyun, Chaeyoung, or Da-yeon go viral for their stage presence. And vice versa, if BLACKPINK was really as good as Blinks say, they wouldn't have been torn to shreds for both their Born Pink and Deadline tours, and people wouldn't have enough material to make multiple compilations of them giving the crowd nothing. My point is, both groups are mid-performers and lack consistency. Twice being better than BLACKPINK doesn't mean much when neither groups are exceptionally good. Once's love using BLACKPINK as their easy target because of their already poor perception in the media. You'll never see Once's comparing them to groups like Cat's Eye or NMIXX that's highly praised for their good stage presence, and that says enough. 4. Some K-pop groups are touring too much and it's actually hurting their value, not building it. Let's talk about groups like TXT, who have been on tour every single year since 2022 and most recent tour isn't selling. At first glance, that sounds impressive dedication, consistency, hard work, right? But overexposure is real, and what once felt like an event is starting to feel like a routine chore. When a group tours too often, especially in the same cities, it kills the sense of urgency. Fans stop thinking I have to see them now and start thinking I'll catch them next year, resulting in lower sales, more empty seats, and diminished hype. Companies are treating touring like a guaranteed cash grab, but fans aren't unlimited ATMs. The economy is rough, flights are expensive, and people are more selective now. If your group's live show hasn't evolved much since last year, why would someone drop $700 to see it? And most of these groups don't reinvent their setlists or stages enough to justify an annual tour. A few new songs sprinkled in isn't enough, unless you're offering a whole new experience. It's just a recycled concert with new outfits. This constant touring also impacts comebacks. Groups are either too exhausted to promote properly or they drop rushed albums just to have something to tour with. That's why some newer releases feel more like tour bait and aren't interesting. 5. 2025 has been the year of girl groups dropping their worst title tracks. Starting with IVE, Rebel Heart and Attitude weren't terrible. I actually like them, but they don't come close to the impact of their past title tracks. For a group that's always had strong, addictive title tracks, this comeback felt like a step down. Then there's Le Sserafim with Hot. It was hyped like crazy, but the song ended up being so short and repetitive that it got old after 2 weeks. Even the B-side Come Over was just okay compared to their previous ones. It didn't build on anything they've done before, just flat vibes and a forgettable chorus. And then aespa, who had a flawless title track run for 4 straight years, dropped Dirty Work. The rap verses were worse than usual. The chorus needed more of a kick to it. The bridge was just there. Like, what's going on? It's like every group this year is intentionally playing it safe more than usual, and the result is their most mid-title track to date. Anyways, that's the end of my opinions. Thank you for watching till the end. Goodbye.